Hey guys, and welcome back to Clash Royale, something that you've never seen me play before on this YouTube channel, but I'm actually playing it right now, and I've been prepping for this moment for several weeks now, and I've done my best, but, I'm still not a super duper experienced player here, so I've done my best to sort of progress my way up a little way so I could help provide some, possibly quality content, or if not now, at least in the near future. And today we are going to be playing with this Rage deck for Arena 6. And in this deck, there's several different options that you could use for it, but it's based around the Rage card here. And I played against a few Rage decks that were similar to this, and I was surprised how easily I lost against some of them, so I decided to switch over to one myself, and I've really enjoyed it quite a lot. So for anyone who isn't familiar with Clash Royale, it's a game that's very similar to Castle Crush, and it works in much the same way, where you choose a deck full of cards to play with, and then it plays out very similarly to Castle Crush. You try and destroy your opponent's castle to win the match, but there are 3 towers on each side, and so you have 2 that are sort of like defenses, and then your main one. So, but it's the 2 other ones that are sort of like the tiebreakers. So you can have matches that score, rather than Castle Crush, you can have matches here that score, it's like, you can have matches that score like, 1-0, 2-0. Those extra little castle towers can be the tiebreakers. But if you get the main tower, then you automatically get all 3 points. So the only case where you'd have less than 3 is if you destroyed 1 or 2 of their princess towers, I think they're called. And yeah, so it's very interesting in that sense, because you can have some that are fairly close. You can have some matches that are fairly close, and there's sort of like a record of how close it was. So, yeah, but just a lot of things that feel very similar. Obviously, like here, the crown chest, which is the victory chest, and the free chests, lots of very similar things. I was very concerned that my content wasn't going to be, I wasn't going to be able to provide you guys with good content, because I was going to have to pay so much money to catch up, but I think we can do okay here as long as we just go for some reasonable, realistic goals. For example, just getting all my cards to tournament levels, which are 9 for commons, 7 for rares, and 4 for epics, 1 for legendaries, I believe. So I'm going to focus on that, and that'll be that. I think that's the most realistic thing to do here. So we're getting started out, and I'm going to drop that horde on top of that, and then we'll drop this log on top of those skeletons. And as you can see, we're moving over here. I don't know if they're going to come in with arrows or something. As you can see, I put down the rage fairly quickly, and I've got the balloon going in right there. It takes out the first tower. That was a very quick move. I think that was a waste, because sometimes it's hard to judge how quickly the balloon's going to die. But it's very easy to quickly just sneak off a tower with this strategy. And you can see the similarities here to Castle Crush, but it's not really the same thing either. It's kind of fascinating how that is. So we're going to start a pushback here. I can see they're doing the same sort of thing. As soon as they move out here with their witch, I'm going to drop the horde on top of the witch and take out the witch, but they have the wizard over there. The wizard is a tough card to play against, from what I've learned so far. And okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually play my skeletons, and then we're going to go rage right here, and hopefully, yes, there we go. There's a perfect example of how this deck works. And you could see I just swarmed over my opponent right there. Very fun to play, and we got ourselves a gold chest too, so going to start opening that guy up there, and we have our crown chest ready to open. So let's see what's inside. Gold gems, we got some zap, We got Elite Barbarians, and a Mega Minion. 6 Mega Minions, actually. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of the same type of content that I was doing with Castle Crush. You'll see a lot of different decks coming out from me, and that's why I've leveled my cards the way I did. Again, I'm going to do it how I did it in Castle Crush, and just level everything evenly up to the tournament levels, rather than trying to just level one deck and saving all my gold to level that one deck. That would be the best thing to do if I were going for trophies, but I'm not. I'm trying to create as much diverse YouTube content as possible. Therefore, I need as many playable cards as I can possibly have to make as many different decks and different types of content as I can possibly get. So, anytime I can try to collect some of these extra cards I'm still missing, I'm going to try to do that. And, oh, while I'm at it, I should mention, dun dun dun, I have the exact same guild over here in Clash Royale, and nobody's joined it yet, and I don't expect you guys to leave your own clans in Clash Royale and join this one, but for anyone who wants to play and doesn't already have a clan, here's mine, and if it doesn't fill up at all and nobody is interested, I'll just join someone else's clan. But I thought I would give us an opportunity to create the same type of community that we have in Castle Crush. So, very similar type of thing, which is why I think people on my channel might like this game if you haven't already played it. Or maybe you're playing Castle Crush because you're tired of playing Clash Royale. But either way, I think they mesh pretty well on my channel, so... Okay, well, I've been waiting like all day to do this, but we're going to open up this epic chest on the video here. So, I think also... Yeah, never mind. But I've been waiting all day to open this up just for the video, so let's open it up and see what we can get. 8,500 gold. From what I hear, this is a good deal. From the research that I have done. And we get a poison. Okay, that's cool. We can upgrade the poison. Second card. Nice. We unlocked the Golem. Finally, I was waiting for that card. It's in so many decks that people recommend, and I didn't have it, which was super duper annoying. So that's awesome that we got the Golem unlocked. Okay. Dark Prince. Let's see if we can get something else interesting here. And P.E.K.K.A. Okay, lots of P.E.K.K.As. Lots of P.E.K.K.As. It's not bad. That was not too bad of a haul. At least I got the Golem. I'm very pleased about that because I did not previously have the Golem. So I'm going to go with like this, as I told you guys pretty much before, I'm going to go with this just all-rounder upgrade strategy here. And I try to go for tournament level stuff because the way my content works, if you're not familiar with how I do Castle Crush stuff, I do all these different kinds of deck videos, and that's how I keep coming up with new content. If I just focused on one deck or two decks, I'd run out of content ideas very, very quickly. So I have to be able to use all the cards, and I'm willing to invest to get these all up to tournament level at least. I don't know about beyond that, but I'm definitely willing to invest to get all of the existing 75 cards and level them up to tournament level. So we're going to do that, and yeah, that's going to be that. We're going to make as many of them usable as possible, and well, these upgrades are getting expensive. What is this? That's a level 2 P.E.K.K.A, so I only need to get that to level 4. I don't know how much gold it costs to get all these to tournament level, but I'm starting to think it's kind of expensive. But yeah, we'll just focus on these this way, making as many of these usable as possible, because I have some videos coming up that are going to be using a lot of different interesting cards. So I'm definitely going to invest and get some more gold here so we can make sure these are all going to be leveled up and fun to play with. The only one I'm not going to level up is the Ice Wizard because, of course, the legendaries can stay at level 1 for tournament levels. So, one challenge that I'm going to be doing here is the Mega Knight challenge, and I'm gonna try to do this at least. I'm gonna try and squeeze it in tomorrow, and hopefully it should be a lot of fun to play the free entry and maybe some other entries as well. and put those into a video. Although I'm probably not. I'll see if I can get some cards together that... Oh, okay, I'll be leveled up. That was the thing. My cards will be leveled up is what the rules say there. Friendly rules. Leveled up. So I don't need to worry about my card levels. For the Mega Knight Challenge is what it looks like to me. The only ones I'm trying to get it leveled up for are to do these challenges down here. Because I think those will be very entertaining, hopefully, to do. So that's why I'm trying to work my levels up to that point. So once I get them all there, maybe I'll focus in on one or two particular decks that I overlevel. But yeah, that's the plan for right now. So let's jump into another match here and take a further look at this. The original deck that I copied had a Goblin Barrel here, so I'll just go through this deck real quick and talk about how each card sort of plays a role here. Well, yeah, so the Witch is a good push starter, and because she doesn't get taken out super quickly by any particular thing, sort of well-rounded card. I mean, you can, but obviously you saw me drop the Horde on top of the Witch in the last match, but still. So the Witch is a good push starter. The Balloon is a really dangerous air card that can do a lot of damage to a tower if it gets latched onto it, pretty much. So the Balloon is definitely something that your opponent has to immediately react to. So I like to pair that with the Prince, because the Prince is also a card that your opponent immediately has to react to, except that the Prince is a ground troop and the Balloon is an air troop, so your opponent has to be able to put out a ground and an air card to defend against that push. And that can be difficult to do sometimes. And then you have another tactic you can use as well with the Skeleton Army and the Minion Horde, which can both be either offensive or defensive cards. I know a lot of people have said to use them defensively, but you saw just back there how I was able to actually use the Skeleton Army offensively as well, because these sort of like swarm cards work really, really well with the Rage. Like, they do a ton of damage super fast and will just really, really wreck opponents' castles. So they're the best cards to combo with the Rage. The Balloon's pretty good too, but the best three to combo with the Rage, I'd say, are probably the Minion Horde, the Skeleton Army, and the Balloon. And the Baby Dragon is in there as a well-rounded card. The Witch is in there as a well-rounded card. Again, lots of things that can play offense or defense. The only ones that really can't play... The Balloon can't play defense. The Log isn't good for offense. So there's pretty much that. The Log is just good for clearing your opponent's sort of swarm troops. If they play skeletons, you can easily clear those. They won't clear... It's true, they won't clear the Minion Horde. So my counter to a Minion Horde would be Baby Dragon or Witch. So that can be sometimes kind of limiting, but... It's true, I don't have the most... Well, I do have some good anti-air, actually. I mean, I have 3 cards here that can counter air. 3 cards that can counter air. A number of cards that can also counter ground. So, I think it's a pretty balanced Rage deck, to be honest with you, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I used it mostly exclusively in Arena 6, and then I've been using it in Arena 7, too. And in Arena 6, I often used it with the Goblin Barrel rather than the Log. And the Goblin Barrel is kind of cool because it can sort of be an extra final sort of push finisher. Like, you'll play the Goblin Barrel, and then right after that, you'll play the Rage. So, not by itself, but the Goblin Barrel will go in, like, right after the push, so it doesn't have to catch up to anything. And, again, sorry, I was kind of just, like, waiting here to see what's going to happen. And, yeah. Dealt with that pretty decently. They tried to take that out there, but, we'll just do a little bit of damage. That didn't do very much in the end. Alright, so we're going to play the Witch here. Go with the Witch. Dealing with that pretty well. So since they just played an air card, I'm going to play the Balloon, and, oh, man. Well, of course, they're going to play the Musketeer. Go figure. But, hey, the Musketeer actually gets friggin' taken out. So we'll send in the baby dragon as some support, and they're going to play an Inferno Tower. Now, the Inferno Tower, alright, so it takes out... We took out one of their towers once again fairly easily here. I'm going to play my Minion Horde to counter that. And, alright, so they played... That was an interesting move of theirs to put down right there. I'm going to play the Skeleton Army here. A dangerous move potentially by me, but again, if I can get the Rage down, it's going to do wonders right here. Look at this. Well, it's not getting a real good move. It's still getting some pretty decent stuff. Come on, Balloon. Maybe I'm overextending, but... Probably a little bit, but it should get at least the 500 health off of it. Yeah, it did. Smooth. Alright, so they played the Goblin Barrel. Almost took out my stuff. That's not the best play to play the Baby Dragon there, but I need to get something out quick. Because I cannot afford to lose that particular tower. So... Come on, get in there. Take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out. Oh, man. They were going for my tower, but it was too late. It was way too late. All right. I'm getting clan crowns now. You can see I'm in here in my clan doing it all by myself, putting the team on my back, though, with 7 clan chests. I'm pretty sure that's not very many at all that I've contributed, but that's okay. So we will play one more match here. I think I went over pretty well what each card sort of does in this deck. And again, I haven't totally established exactly what order to play each card in necessarily. And I'm still learning about kind of like rotations and how to sort of go through them here. But the main thing with this deck for me is I focus on the counters. I really focus on seeing what my opponent's going to play here. And based off of that, well, whatever. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and play this. Right, so kind of a tough one. I don't really want to use this in this way, but always good to do some damage against that wizard. And then see, of course, we can move in. Hopefully, since they just played their wizard. Gonna go in here since we have 2. Okay, well, it's like since we have 2 sets of swarm type troops, we should be able to do that. Unfortunately, is they gonna catch it? That actually did. I actually managed to pull that off. That was really bizarre. They played a miner that came over there, and that was just a quick like instinctive reaction with the log. Because I needed something that could sort of disrupt their momentum quickly, since that was a dangerous combo with the Goblin Barrel. And, right, so we're going to get our same counter that we used before against the Wizard. The Wizard's hard to counter, sort of, because I don't want to use the skeletons against it. Right, so that's not a bad situation there. We're going to play the Prince, actually. Not really a natural counter there, but it's something. Unfortunately, they're going to do that. And I'm going to play my own Skeleton Swarm. The better would have been the Minion Horde, but it wasn't available mana-wise. So they'll play another Wizard up top. And I'm still in decent shape here. Again, I can try to put the Minion Horde down on top of that. Nah. We're going to go like this. We'll go like this and then play the Witch over here. We'll go same counter as before. It's not the best counter, but it's my counter, I guess, in this deck. Just dropping the Baby Dragon as well as, yeah, the Witch down there. And here's the thing, is if I can get this Rage deployed correctly, they don't have air out there right now, so it may be able to make the difference. They're trying to take out that tower, but it's not going to matter if I can get through to theirs. The problem here is, okay, right, so their Wizard isn't out there right now. I'm trying to just lay everything down the best I can do it. Come on, come on, come on. Rage, rage, rage. This is it right here. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Yeah. There we go. Sometimes you just have to focus on the win and not worry about the fact that they're taking out a tower of yours. Especially with a rage deck like this, I have to know that my offense is more powerful than theirs. And, you know, I just had to trust in it right there. I had to trust in my offense. Trust in leaving my offense out there on the field and making sure that we're going to be successful. So anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments about this video and what other types of content I should create, either for Clash Royale or Castle Crush or any other mobile game. Maybe subscribe if you're new to my channel for all kinds of different mobile gaming content. I make a lot of it, and I have a lot of experience making it. So, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.